the 27th and the 28th verse in the King James Version. Genesis 1:27 and 28 in the King James Version says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. And have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Now God knew when he blessed us to be fruitful and multiply and fill our world to capacity, he already knew that our world was not always going to cooperate. Has anybody figured that out already? He told Adam and Eve to go out there and subdue the earth. This word subdue it is the Hebrew word kabash. To subdue, kabash. Para is to be fruitful. Rabah is to multiply. Malay is to replenish or fill to capacity. Then he said kabash, subdue your world. And then he said radah, have dominion. So we're going to talk about that word kabash, subdue it. Now when he says kabash, this is the first indication in this fivefold blessing that there's some trouble that comes with a blessing. We're not going to just go out there and be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth with capacity without some difficulty. If you're going to Parah and Rabah and Malay, God seems to be saying that you better know how to kabash as well. Because when you increase, decrease is waiting right around the corner. When you become great, you also become a target. There is a weight that comes with all that glory. There are some growth pains that come with productivity. There's a responsibility that comes with prosperity. There's some pruning that comes with branching off. There's some management that comes with being much and doing much. And as you begin to produce and become great and increase your increase, you have to be careful not to let your world just go wild and get away from you. Some issues will come with growth and prosperity in and of itself. Some issues will come with your own failure to keep up. Some issues are going to come from just life on planet Earth. And some issues are going to come from the enemy. But God has already given us the capacity to get it all under control and just make it do what it do. Somebody say, make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. Kabash. Subdue your world. Somebody say, it's my world. It's my world. Hey, it's my, I need y'all to get this in your spirit. It's my world. God gave it to me. He put me in charge. It's my world. I don't have to give up on my dream. I don't have to shortchange my vision. I don't have to downplay my ambition. I don't have to downsize my future. It's my world. And I have been blessed to subdue it. Y'all doing real good. Somebody holler kabash. Now kabash means to bring into subjection. Subjection means a forced submission to control by another. Subjection means under the power or the authority of another. So that means your world and everything in it is supposed to be under your authority, under your control, and under your power. So let me ask you the question tonight. What in your world is running wild? What in your world is running wild? What in your world is not doing what you want it to do? Your money? Is your money tripping? Is it on a trip without you? Is it your work environment that's not under your control? Is it your mind that's not under any authority? Is your mind going here, there, and everywhere? Is it your emotions that are up and down and in and out and round and round and not under your control or authority? Is it your eating Is your life defying your authority? Is your life defying your authority? Well, then I came by to remind you tonight that you have been given the capacity to bring it into subjection by force. By force. Well, how do I do that, Pastor? Well, first you have to believe that the power of God that spoke the word over your life makes you more powerful than anything else in your world. You've got to believe that the power of the God that spoke the word KABASH over your life makes you more powerful than anything else in your world. Because when you know that you're bigger and stronger, then you get out there and use force. You don't ever use force on nothing that you don't think you're bigger than. You don't use force on anything that you don't think you're more powerful than. So if I give a 2-year-old or a puppy dog is running around your house tearing everything up, you go and you grab them and you hold them and you make them stop their behavior by force. Because you know you're bigger, you know you're more powerful, and you know how to bring them into subjection. You know, for a 2-year-old, all you got to do is hold them because you're stronger. They can't move. You know, for your dog, I guess you hit him on the nose with a newspaper or whatever y'all do with those dogs, but you know how to hold them and bring them under control. You know how to subdue them. So whatever is running wild in my life, I know that I'm bigger and more powerful than that thing. I got to know that I'm bigger than my money. I'm bigger than my body. I'm bigger than my marriage. I'm bigger than my mind. I'm more powerful than my habit. I'm more powerful than my work environment. I'm more powerful than my poor time management. I'm more powerful than my fleshly will. So now I just got to figure out how to bring it down.
That's good word.
You got to figure out how to bring it down, because you bring down wild money management different than you bring down a wild appetite. If lust is running wild in your life, there's a different strategy than if work is not doing what you need it to do. So there are several places that you can go to find out how to bring it down, how to bring it under subjection. The best place to find it is in prayer. God, I already know that I'm bigger and stronger. I just need to know how to bring it down. My God, that's good to me. God, I just need you to give me a strategy on how to bring this thing down. Sometimes you can find it in counseling. Sometimes you can find it in books on the subject. Go get you some books on money. Go get you some books on marriage. Go get you some books that teach you how to raise kids. Guess what, y'all? They got books on stuff like that. And also, go to the book. If you don't like any other books on the subject, I dare you go to the book, which we call the Bible. Because in the Bible and in your church family, and maybe in your other family, your biological family, you're going to find some people who are examples of how to bring stuff down. Joshua can tell you how to bring stuff down. David can tell you how to bring stuff down. Elijah can tell you how to bring stuff down. It's all in the Word of God. There's nothing that you're going through that somebody hasn't already been through, and you can find you some folks who can tell you how to bring it down. Matter of fact, some of us went through it so that we can tell you how to do it. Some of us, that's the only reason we went through it. I went through it so I could tell you how to do it. Did you ever see that movie, Independence Day? Independence Day had these alien ships, and they couldn't figure out how to bring them down. And so as they attacked and they got the strategy, one guy had to go up when the ship opened up to shoot. They knew if they found out that if they would shoot into the ship before it shot down into the earth, that they could bring them down. So when they figured that out, one of the colonels told them all over the world, he says, tell them how to bring them down, boys. Get on that Morse code and tell them how to bring them down, boys. And then later on in the movie, he comes back and tells the president they're coming down all over the world. But tonight, y'all, I'm going to tell you how to under.
Yes.
So the subjection is not temporary. It's not just that you bring it under, but you keep it under.
Yes.
You have a blessing on you that says that you don't have to be up and down. You can keep your whole life under you. Keep your life under what? Under your power and authority. You have a blessing on you to keep your entire world under your power and under your authority. I don't know if y'all believe me tonight. This world then was never to overtake us.
That's right.
We were designed to overtake it and to keep our position on top. So let's get back to eat. And live on top of the world. The world is not supposed to live on top of us. We are the head and not the tail. We are above only, above only, above only, above only, and not beneath. So when you get on top of your finances, stay there. When you get on top of your health, stay there. When you get on top of your mental status, stay there. When you get on top of your family life, stay there. When you get on top of your ministry, stay there. When you get on top of your body, stay there. When you get on top of those habits, stay there. KABASH! Keep that wild stuff under and stay on top of it. This is your world. It's your world. So do it.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
KABASH also means to bring into bondage or to enslave.
All right.
You are the master. Your work is a slave. You are the master. Your body is the slave. You are the master. Your time is the slave. You are the master. Your appetite is the slave. You are the master. Your emotions are the slave. I need to say that one again. Because some of y'all, your emotions are your master. And you are the slave. But let me say this again. To subdue, to KABASH means to bring into bondage or enslave. You are the master. Your emotions are the slave. You are the master. Your money is a slave. You are the master. Your business is a slave. Your bondage means that you have a restriction on it. There should be nothing in your world that does not have restrictions. Sexually, there ought to be some things and some people that you won't do. I'm just saying. We have some restrictions